Erica Lowe, who's going to read her story about becoming a tumbleweed, and I think got both a remarkable version of this and also a quite typical one too. So I think a lot of you might recognize yourselves in this story.
And just really fast, I want to say thank you to Krista for putting this book together. It just means so much to so many, and to be able to hold it in your hands just is a rare pleasure, and I feel very, very fortunate that I'm in it, and I'm still pinching myself. I met George, he was in his 70s, and he was became one of my best friends. An old man emerges from the bookshop's front door, his hair wisping wildly off his head. Holding a ratty broom, he looks about. "Here," he says, thrusting it at the closest person, a young British gentleman who'd been thumbing through a bin of books with his wife. "Make yourself useful. That side of the walk is a mess." A bit incredulous, the gentleman gingerly accepts the broom and starts to sweep, shrugging at his equally surprised wife. The old man turns to her and says, "I made some lovely broccoli with cheese sauce. I hope you'll both join me for some later." He picks the paperback and hands it to her. "Have you read The Idiot?" The woman shakes her head. "But it's Dostoevsky's best novel," he says with a small hop. "Nobody ever reads it anymore. It's the same with Theodore Dreiser. Everyone knows Sister Carrie, even though Jenny Gerhardt is clearly his greatest work." The old man insists the woman keep The Idiot free of charge. He walks off muttering, "The hero is me. I'm the idiot, lost in the labyrinth of existence." I approach him. "You must be George Whitman," I say, extending my hand. "Yes," he says, "but you must call me dear." This is the next day. "Wake up," says George, holding a tray up to the top bunk. "Thanks for helping me out in the shop yesterday. I made you breakfast because it's your first morning here. From now on, you're on your own." The plate of eggs, blackened potatoes, and cardboard toast is the first American-style breakfast I've seen since arriving in Paris 3 weeks prior. "Are you really related to Walt Whitman?" I ask, poking at my eggs. "It's too early for interrogations," says George. He scrapes his plate into the cat's dish. From my bunk, I can see Notre Dame through the window. "This is delicious," I say. "Good." He finds a candle in the cupboard. He lights it. He touches the flame to his hair in several places. It catches fire. He then quickly swats his head to put out the blaze. "Beats a haircut," he says, and tosses the candle into the sink. I'm not sure whether to laugh or hide. "I'm off to pick up a load of books," he says. "I'll see you in the bookstore later," I say. Yeah, he says, as though he doesn't believe me, and walks out of the apartment, leaving me with a sink full of greasy dishes and the smell of burnt hair.